New at 6 o'clock, a local community is turning its back on the county, choosing to reject a key warning issued in the aftermath of San Diego's most devastating wildfires.
Our Team 10 investigator Jennifer Kastner is here with a high-stakes decision that some say is a matter of life and death.
That's right, Steve. So I went through these reports that detail what local fire departments should fix. I found the same problem over and over again, getting departments to work together as one. So I went to a community at the center of this argument. It happens to be a tourist hotspot, especially this time of year. The sweetest place in San Diego County is now embroiled in a bitter debate over how it's choosing to protect its people.
It's about control. It's about power.
In an arguably high-stakes move, the tiny Julian Cuyamaca Volunteer Fire District, with only 12 full-time members, is refusing to join the county fire authority.
Could mean the difference between life and death.
County Supervisor Diane Jacob has fought for the consolidation of rural departments like Julian's. Beyond the beauty of its golden brush, there's also a painful story from not long ago. It was out here where firefighter Steve Rucker was killed in the 2003 Cedar Fire. In 2007, the Witch Fire swept across the county. Combined, 17 people died, 3,000 homes were lost. In the aftermath, the county grand jury issued a jarring report, finding major gaps in the county's fire and emergency preparedness. It called the organization fractured. Coverage and response time is not uniform. Dispatching is not consolidated. After a number of improvements were made, like the formation of a central fire authority to oversee all fire agencies that agreed to join. Then the Cocos Fire ripped through San Marcos and Escondido, taking a dozen homes. Another report was released. On the first page, officials have made great strides, but more needs to be done. Again, stress was put on the need to consolidate. But these 13 districts, including Julian, still won't join forces with the county. Many have agreements for mutual aid. But Julian is the only backcountry all-volunteer team staying independent. In a city that's ripe with apples and tourists, that means there's plenty of work.
It varies. On the weekends, we could run 6-7 calls in a day.
To stay independent, Julian will soon forfeit $60,000 in county funding and a paramedic fire engine. Julian's Jack Shelver was the only fire board member to vote against that.
I felt that what the county offered gave a better level of protection to the community.
We will get by just fine without the county fire authority.
Bill Everett and Pat Landis are part of a louder group fighting for independence. They don't trust the county and fear losing local control.
Lose it to people that are coming in from the outside that don't know the geography, that don't know the people.
She and the others say Julian will raise taxes for funding, and they still have CAL FIRE to work the wildland fires in the area. Supervisor Jacobs says she respects the decision, but doesn't agree with it.
I'm very worried about the people in Julian, also those that own property, that they may be taking a step backward.
And Julian loses all that funding and the engine on January 1st. But they're already working on a summer ballot measure to raise their fire tax from $50 to $200 a year. Still, the county says that won't be enough to compensate for this loss. Kimberly, Steve.
Interesting outtake on what they want to do alone. And they don't have a huge force there either.
No, 12 full-time volunteer firefighters.
Interesting.
That's it.
When you think about 03 and 07, there's so many San Diegans who understand the loss and the cost.
Absolutely. Yep.
A lot at stake. Thank you.